32 FM 94.9, your Fenya station. Of course, I'm Olutayo Ogunade, and welcome to today's edition. We go straight to the papers. I have Punch newspaper here, Premium Times, The Guardian newspaper, Daily Trust, and Daily Post newspaper. We're live on Facebook, 32FM 949 Ibadan, and on YouTube, 32FM 949 Ibadan. And let me just drop the phone lines for you, just to be abreast of, the phone lines 0705 5000 949, 0809 7000 949, and 0906 2000 949. We open the phone lines much later after well into the analysis. Austin Odumo should join me for some analysis this morning. Started from Punch newspaper. Afenifere senior chiefs to settle Fashoranti Adebanjo Rao. Police revoke, or Wike revokes Atiku campaign chairman's plot. Policeman rob Lagos music producer. Victim demands refund. US-based Nigerian researcher receives grant award. Ex-banker allegedly defrauds Stanbic IBTC of 205 million naira. Some more from Punch newspaper. Federal government plans supplementary budget over rising inflation, depreciation. ASU summons NEC meeting over half salary. Stop harassing, extorting resident, Sanwo-Olu tells officers. Nigerian-born woman, Azubike, becomes U.S. Army general. That's something, soothing. UK remands 28-year-old Nigerian for stabbing mother to death. Still from Punch newspaper, 2 men risk jail for abusing candidate in video. Federal government inaugurates committee to halt Nigerian exports rejection. 92 billion naira Abuja airport runway ready by 2023. Minister. Let's move away from Punch newspaper and go to Premium Times. Tinubu ignores IPOB, fixes campaign rallies in Anambra, Imo on Mondays. Drug war. Sniffer dog costs $20,000 US. We need more, Marwa tells lawmakers. Inside details of agreement reached to end Ethiopia Tigray crisis. Minister blames state governors for rising out-of-school children. 2023, INEC swears in new recs warns against relationships with politicians. Some more from Premium Times. Nnamdi Kanu appeals to Supreme Court against order suspending his release from custody. Afenifere Fashoranti speaks on Adebanjo status as acting leader. ASU, Konwa, kick as government pays lecturers half salaries for October. 2023, Lagos APC inaugurates campaign committee, targets at least 5 million votes for Tinubu. Emirates suspend flights to Nigeria over blocked funds. 2023 budget, 7.2 billion naira allocated for presidential villa maintenance, not enough. That's according to an official there, and former Pakistan Prime Minister shot. From Daily Trust newspaper, Naira redesign, 3 governors under our radar, overstashed cash, EFCC chair. PDP crises have moved on, says Atiku. 2 charged with threat to kill co-tenant. 500,000 residents received COVID-19 vaccine in Cross River. How Bochi ex-commissioner caused his friend's death. Naira redesign, 3 governors under our radar. I took that. Let's see some more from Daily Trust newspaper. Jigawa was hit by flood. Federal government will sell refineries to businessmen if elected president. Atiku insists. To businessmen, to my business friends. Kidnappers invade residence of NSCDC commander abduct wife. Our dialogue with IPOB, other agitators. Peter Obi. Still from Daily Trust newspaper, Wike inaugurates 100,000 special assistants on political unit. We're not against salary increase for workers, but RMAFC bus. Nigeria's non-oil export rises by 62% to $2.59 billion in 1 year. One more from Daily Trust before we go to Daily Post. Customs seizes 504 million naira worth of goods in 6 months. Okay, let's go to Daily Post. Nigerian drug users more than population of 4 African countries. Nigerian drug users more than population of 4 African countries. Mawa customs intercepts petrol tanker conveying contraband rise. 2023 Islamic group reveals what Power Fashion Artist endorsement of Tinubu means. Okay, another one here. Nigerian youth forging new Bitcoin path to financial golden age. That's also something you can find from Daily Post. The Lagos government wants law enforcement officers against extortion, harassment. 2023, Umai signs executive order tells political parties to pay 5 million naira to use public facilities. Tinubu commends Obasanjo for resolving Ethiopian conflict. Flooding, I don't know if I should cry. What we saw in Bayelsa, unbelievable. Pastor NHA, and Ondo youth protest set ablaze filling station over alleged premature death. We'll be back in a bit. It's 6:37 a.m. from our studio, 32 FM 94.9. We'll be back.
The first and Obonge herbal toothpaste. E get ingredients like lemon, mint, ginger, and basil where they make our teeth kakaraka.
Madam Rose, now true you talk o. Dabo na the cocoa herbal punch. We get plenty natural herbs. Dabo, the cocoa choice for my family.
Wait, on my way. I get one question for you. Sure you know say better sleep they improve how you dey live. If you rest for better phone like Muka phone, you go enjoy your life, you go battle yourself, for play or for work, Muka phone, now we then they want to, quality guarantee, Muka phone, satisfaction assured, medical endorsement, we get them, we don't pay our dues, affordable product, we confirm now, Muka phone, Muka phone, na correct. Muka foam na baba, Muka foam na forest. Muka no get yawa. If you dey talk of comfort, if you dey talk of rest, if you want value for your money, na Muka foam yo.
Muka, adding comfort to life since 1959.
What do we mean when we say ground on level? Now see as you dey hustle, you dey flex join. You dey enjoy yourself with what you get for hand. Now why you fit cool body with the Wazo bottles, 7-Up, Mirinda and Pepsi 35cl for just 50 naira. No matter your choice, so fasten a 35cl glass bottle on our Wazo, because when we say ground on level, we mean am, because on our Wazo.
Enjoy chilled refreshment with the Wazo bottles, 7-Up, Mirinda, and Pepsi 35cl glass at 50 naira only. Ground on level with the Wazo bottles. All now Wazo.
Beat Sakma with Jumia Black Friday. From November 4th till the 30th, you can get access to all those products you've had your eyes on all year at prices that will leave some change in your pocket. You also don't have to pay for delivery fees on thousands of products when you order above 1,999 naira. T's and C's apply. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Hi, my name is Tenny Makanaki, and did you know the metaverse is made for us to create, to free our imagination, and bring our biggest ideas to life? If you can dream it, you can create it. With Metaspark, your music isn't just for your fans at home. Your augmented reality stage can be anywhere. Dress up your avatar and give it some bling. And your next art piece can also be a one-of-a-kind digital collectible. So what are you waiting for? Come flex first in the metaverse with Meta Technologies. Naija, go to meta.com to discover how.
Kids Twisco to support their big dreams.
Twisco, power your dream.
You know, there's nothing like a one-man business. An entrepreneur gets the idea, another supports the business with debt financing. One farmer plants, another harvests with equipment finance. A merchant plans to import from China, another connects him to the right agent. Business is all about finding the right partner. Visit www.stambicibtcbank.com/Nigeria Bank/business to get started. Go for growth with Stanbic IBTC. Stanbic IBTC, it can be.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day, no matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
Show me love. You show me love.
Tèmi àtúntì gbèdé o lójú ẹsẹ̀ tó ń gbóná fẹ́ni ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy.
Ayẹyẹ tó yílẹ̀ ayé yẹn padà látọwọ́ Glow ni.
Gbàgede tó kún fún àwọn ẹ̀bùn jàǹkànjàǹkàn fún jíjẹ.
Ilé ogún tuntun.
Ọkọ̀ mẹ́rìnlélógún tuntun.
Ẹ̀rọ ọgọ́rùn-ún kan tó ń pèsè iná.
Ẹ̀rọ ìrọṣọ ọgọ́rùn-ún méjì. Ẹ̀rọ afátẹ́gùn tó ń gbaná sára ẹgbẹ̀rún kan.
Àtàwọn ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ẹgbẹ̀rún ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
Ṣé àti tẹ *611# láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kó o sì jẹ nínú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy. Ra dátà tí ó tó ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ọgọ́rùn-ún náírà lásìkò ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí. Ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ̀bú ilé tó o bá dẹ̀ ra ìwé ìpè tàbí dátà láti ọgọ́rùn-ún márùn-ún sí ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá náírà lóṣooṣù lọ́sẹ̀ẹsẹ̀ àbí lójoojúmọ́. Wà á ní àǹfààní àti jẹ ẹ̀bùn ọkọ̀ tuntun ayékálẹ̀ kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
Má kàn rẹpẹtẹ kó lọ́nà gẹ̀rẹ̀.
Tẹ *611# ní báyìí láti darapọ̀ kó o dẹ̀ máa jẹ lọ. Ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí ń bẹ láti oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2022 títí di oṣù kìíní ọdún 2023. Àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ó ń bẹ o.
Glow Unlimited.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back. It's a beautiful Friday morning, and the station is 32 FM 94.9. I am Olutayo. Ogunade, Dele Adeyanju is here. Good morning, Dele Adeyanju.
Good morning, Tayo. Thank you so much for being here with me. And thank
Yes, sir.
All right, Austin Edum is also here.
Good morning, Austin Edum.
Good morning, Tayo.
Great.
Good morning.
Good morning, Austin.
Thank you.
All right, Austin, before we look at other stories, quickly let's talk about this. We want to even spend time on this. ASU members, they got salary alert for 18 days for the previous month. So that means for the days they were on strike, no payment. And for even the earlier part of last month, no payments for 18 days. What does that mean?
Yes, that was the information coming from some members of ASU, but we can't categorically confirm whether that has been the position. Some members of ASU also came out to say that what they got was more than half of their salary. Some people said it was half of their salary. They even said specifically that no month was mentioned in the narrative, the payment narration. So if you look at that, I don't know what the federal government intends to achieve with that. Let's just keep our fingers crossed, hoping that perhaps before today runs out or by next week, they'll come out with clarification on what that is supposed to mean.
Is that the federal government's way of wielding the big stick against them?
I don't think so. Like I said earlier, I don't think we just have to conclude on the matter. Let the federal government come out to clarify the position. if the office of the Accountant General of the Federation comes out to say that, no work, no pay, for the period that you down to, we are not going to pay you, then we'll know for sure. But like some members of ASU did say, as far as the payment is concerned, they said that no month was actually specified. So there is just this insinuation as to whether it was for the period they resumed strike from 14th of October. That would be bad, because it is the court that revert ASU back to the status quo. That once you are on strike and the case is in court, you have to go back to the classroom. Then we take it up from there. But from all indication, we don't know what the federal government is up to. Well, like ASU members have said, some said they have not been paid. Some members of ASU. So let's see whether there will be uniformity in the payment, and let's see whether the narrative will also be very clear.
There's a song trending now. A gentleman who sang "Shey You Dey Whine Me," and it's trending. The guy is actually in the news today. So Dele said federal government wielding a big stick, or like Sean Whine one.
So is it a crime now?
Even Conway is even saying, "Hey, what is this?"
No, it is absolutely wrong. But we can't quickly jump into conclusion until we hear the government side of the story.
All right, we'll wait for the side of government. Tinubu ignores IPOB, fixes campaign rallies in Anambra, Imo on Mondays.
Yes, I don't know what the APC candidate want to achieve. It's not as if campaign rally cannot hold on Mondays. Let us take us back to what Monday is in the eastern part of the country. IPOB initially, when their master Nnamdi Kanu was arrested and brought back to Nigeria, the first day of the hearing was on the Monday, and they said that going forward they will use Monday as a solidarity stay at home for Nnamdi Kanu. By that implication, all activities on Monday are granted, to the extent that some states even make attempt to extend their working days to the weekend, which is Saturday. So if you look at it, for over time, though IPOB has come out again, the mainstream IPOB has come out again to say, no, we have cancelled Monday sit at home. But Hoodlum has since hijacked that particular movement and thereby wreaking havoc on Mondays, even when people make attempt to go about their lawful business. So activity majorly in some states in the southeast are being paralyzed on Mondays. So no political party, no organization faces any major event on Mondays. Now the APC / their presidential candidate have just fixed Monday. Don't forget, Anambra is looking like the hotbed, Anambra and Imo, of IPOB activity in the southeast. So now that it has been fixed, I don't know what they seem to achieve, but politically speaking, they can mobilize their members to come out, provided there will be adequate security for them. Election is coming, so they can't a serious politician cannot leave Monday out of political activity, whether campaign or rally in the eastern part of the country. So perhaps the people should have they should rethink that particular decision. If it is no longer the mainstream IPOB, which means that government at all costs have to provide security for the people, because Monday is like the beginning of the week, especially in the Nigerian context. So we can't conclude or do anything to say that Monday is no longer part of the weekly calendar again. So APC has fixed that presidential campaign rally. They may have options on how to mobilize their member for a well-attended rally, but IPOB should look at that decision very clearly. And if it is no longer the mainstream IPOB, of course, if you look at the case between federal government and the leader of IPOB, we are gradually getting to a conclusive level. Because as we speak now, Nnamdi Kanu has appealed the stay of execution by the appeal court. Appeal court gave him victory. Now, appeal court also gave another judgment again that there should be stay of execution of that judgment pending the time the Supreme Court will give judgment. I agree completely with the Court of Appeal, because you can't release Nnamdi Kanu today and the Supreme Court says go and hold him and you go and arrest him again. So let's finish the judicial process. In my view, I think where we are going to is closer to from where we actually started the journey. So we are appealing to well-meaning sons and daughters of Igbo land. You can't do campaign rally at will in Lagos, in the southwest and in other part of the country, and you decide to shut your own enclave. Whether we like it or not, it will also result into political permutation for 2023 if eventually any leader emerges, these are also some of the considerations that can bring sentiment in the country.
Let's look at the presidential candidates. Peter Obi has stated his own side and his own position, given his own position on IPOB. What is the position of Bola Tinubu on IPOB?
Well, clearly speaking now, former governor Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the APC, has not really come out clearly on the position of IPOB. Do you know why? Tinubu will want to align, whether by solidarity or by a matter of conviction. He will have to align with the federal government's position. I know for sure that there are so many things even under this administration that may not go down well with Tinubu, but he's a candidate under the platform of the ruling party and the president is still there. That is why from all indication, Bola Tinubu can tell you that he wants to consolidate on Buhari's legacy. You understand?
What's a legacy?
That's the issue. So people began to wonder. That is why they call it renewed hope. In 2015, you campaign on behalf of the president that you are going to pay stipend to university students. 8 years or 7 years down the line, that particular promise is cancelled. Nobody is talking about it. Under the renewed hope manifesto, you are now bringing up the same clause. So Nigerians are watching. So for me, Tinubu may not be able to maintain independent position on IPOB issue as far as the election is concerned for now. He will just want to align with the position of the federal government. But I feel if God willing and he becomes the president, he may have a better approach at handling the IPOB matter differently from what this current government is doing. That is my sentiment and my opinion as far as that is concerned.
All right, now talking about fiscal matters now, we have currencies minted 2003, 2007 in circulation at this time, and we know that this is due to the re-engineering and what's that name again?
Redesigning
Designing and re-engineering of our currency. Now, what is the implication of this? Some people are relating this in respect to dollar, because people will now prefer to store their money in dollar. But now, having stored 2003, 2007 currencies at home since, that's over 15 years ago.
Where are they getting it from? There's a particular video that went viral. I think 200 denomination meat. So where could that be coming from? Does it mean that individual kept that in their custody since then, or from the CBN at this time? So what is really going on? And don't also forget, if you look at the date of currency printing, it might not necessarily mean that the time of printing must be the year of circulation. It might not necessarily mean. If that is 2023, perhaps maybe 2003 it could get into circulation maybe 2004 or what have you.
Around that time.
So it's still almost like 20 years. So what is that type of currency in a metered form still be doing, either in the CBN vault or in the vault of individual? You know, on this platform, I think 2 days ago I told you that there are some powerful individuals who have many votes in their home. Politicians, businessmen, and some people who are secretly rich, they have them in their home. One thing with this CBN currency redesigning is that it will bring out all of this issue. All the money either to that has been stacked somewhere, all of them will come into the bank.
So that's my question. When all those monies are back in circulation, what happens?
CBN will now have a firm control. See, it may not be business as usual. Nigeria have one of the most poorly managed currency structure all over the world. We have not been able to manage our currency well. I feel that is the intention of the CBN. Let's bring all the money back into the channel. CBN will now effectively regulate. I don't think you can be able to get as much as you can get before after the circulation of the new currency note. So for me, it's a welcome development that CBN has brought this at this time. What we said the other time is that the timing, the factor, and the cost implication of all of this. So it is not just, I said it and I will still maintain it, it is not the most effective monetary policy that the CBN can use to cushion inflation. Not at all. We can gain forex by exportation. If we are not able to export, and we think that by way of monetary policy, CBN can bring up a policy document or a policy program that will make dollar to be in abundance. We are only deceiving ourselves. BDCs are being raided, so let's see the implication of it. If you raid the BDC in this location, the other people in the other location, they will go what? They will go underground, and that will amount to hoarding. It will translate to scarcity at the end of the day. So let the government come up with exploitation mechanism to be able to generate forests. That is one aspect of it. Then on the currency redesign, we are going to see a lot more of that, or people bringing out old notes, money that has been started somewhere, because the time is short. If you look at it from December 15 to January 31st, it's really a short time. And CBN too need to accommodate those in the remote areas. How well would they be able to bring this money?
They are bringing
back
out
into the system?
our local currency, but Forex, the greenback in particular, is skyrocketing by the day, and the naira is depreciating against the dollar and the pound sterling on a daily basis.
Do you know the reason why that will continue for some time now? Is that those who have this money, they may not necessarily have to take it to the bank by themselves. They will just extend it for the greenback. So it is the BDCs, those who are the change operators, that will take the money back to the system. I don't know whether you understand the point. So the intention of the government that, once the big thief come, we'll be able to catch them. The big thief might come by proxy. So that is the reason why the greenback will still continue to dominate the dollar, the local currency, because it is not by fiat that look at the time of the announcement. Barely 24 hours after the announcement, it increased by over 100 naira.
Now, do we conclude that this step by the CBN is a deliberate one? Are they getting it right now?
It's a deliberate one. See, the purpose is this. Whether it will be counterproductive at the end of the day, we do not know. It's a deliberate one. One thing that the CBN want to achieve is that we have over 3 trillion in circulation. 80% of that amount, which is over 2 trillion, is not in the vaults of commercial banks in the country. So they want to force people to bring this money back into the system so as to dictate the tune of currency management in the country. Nigeria is about the only country where you throw our money on the floor.
But the approach must be holistic. If you look at it, Austin and people, apart from people who really steal money and keep it in their personal vaults at home and places private to them, you also find that the banking system, the frivolous charges, we talk about cashless policy that is not really working as it were. So people, you have cash, but people tend to keep this cash for them. All right, we're not even talking about the unbanked population. We're talking about the cashless policy of the government. How effective has it been? So if you look at it holistically, apart from just chasing people up and down to surrender what they have kept in there are people who are even discouraged because of certain porosity in our banking operations or system that is discouraging people from keeping their monies in the bank.
Yes, I think when we talk about financial inclusiveness, it's a policy of the CBN. It has achieved a considerable result. However, they are not where we are supposed to be yet. If you also look at that, people will now be able to come to the bank. But on frivolous charges, I think the financial institution, in collaboration with CBN, should work on that. We might not be able, as a country for now, achieve a total cashless policy. The policy could be cash light. You understand? Cash light policy. CBN want to redirect this policy by firm control of the currency. I don't know whether you understand the point I'm making. If you bring all the money back into the system, when the new currency comes into circulation, I just discovered that there is a policy contemplation ongoing in the financial system now, where your BVN will be linked to your card. So without you, nobody can withdraw money on your behalf. And at the end of the day, there are certain limitations in terms of as to amount you can withdraw on a daily basis. So if you exhaust that, what the government want to achieve is that CBN has noticed that there is too much money in circulation. That is also triggering inflation, where a simple definition says that too much money chasing few goods, not looking at the other side, which has to do with fiscal policy of cost of production. I don't know whether you are getting it. We have said it before. There must be alignment between the fiscal policy and the monetary policy. So whatever the CBN does, if the federal government devote 100 billion out of For example, out of 10 trillion budget to capital project, we are not moving from where we are. That is the implication. So for me, CBN could use this currency redesign to proper, number one, manage their currency and gradually introduce a cash-light policy back into the system.
Cash-light
policy. Yes, because the truth of the matter is that we carry too much cash around. That's just the truth.
All right, we still have some headlines here. Federal government will bring down prices of food products. That's according to Minister of the federal government. How they want to achieve that, we do not know. Can they fix commodity prices or price of commodities? We'll get back to, when there is scarcity in the country. We'll get back to that. And also, Oyo State Governor presents 310 billion naira budget. And it's called the Budget of Sustainable Development. We'll be back.
Feliz Abidance, Feliz Abidance, Feliz Abidance, all of us felicidad.
Daddy, it's not like that. Let me teach you.
Watch this space.
tí wọ́n bá lo ráyéwá nítorí pé o lówó lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n bá ń tàn ọ́ pọ̀ ráyéwá nítorí dúkìá tó pọ̀ tó ní ọkàn ò tí ì balẹ̀ pọ̀ ráyéwá àlàáfíà lògùn ọrọ̀ ṣáájú ara rẹ o ìlera sílẹ̀ mí gígùn gbogbo àrùn tí ń ṣe ẹ̀dá láyé náà kọ́ láyé fi ń ṣe ni bí dọ̀tí bá pọ̀ lára tí gbogbo ẹ́ńjìnì tásẹ̀dá dá bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kọsẹ́ má fòyà tó bá ṣe bí ẹni rárá tára rẹ ò ṣe déédéé pinnu lóòkàn àyà ara rẹ o Ventolin cleanser ní kò sẹ́mu agbanúgbàdé fọgẹ̀dẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ara dànù Ventolin jagunlabi panko pè ọ̀rẹ́ ara tọmọdé tàgbà tọkùnrin tóbìnrin ló lè lò ọ̀sọ́kùnrin sóbìnrin dò pépé Ventolin cleanser atẹ́jẹsẹ̀ maradan bíi kóròsìn Ventolin cleanser kìkìdé gbòógì tí ò lọ́tínú la fi ṣe ó ti wà káàkiri ilé ìtajà ògùn jákèjádò ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà a sì ń wá alágbàtà fún Ventolin cleanser pé nọ́mbà kò demand 08034051533 08034051533 iléeṣẹ́ ẹ̀mí one naturalist care ló ṣe Ventolin cleanser òun láyé tún lò.
Zenith Real Estate and Properties Limited ń ṣàjọ̀dún ọdún méjì gbẹdẹmukẹ promo la fi ṣe láti sìn títí di ìparí ọdún. olóko ògbówó ní Treasure Land Estate lálàbàtà Abẹ́òkúta 100,000 naira péré ni Greenland Estate lálàbàtà yìí kan náà 200,000 naira péré nìyẹn Achievers Estate nídò Ìbàdàn ó ti di 450 báyìí Kings Park Estate ní Mọ́níyà 1 million naira péré ni. bákan náà látúnilẹ̀ ní Rehoboth Park and Garden lélẹ́kùrú Mọ́níyà Sun City Estate alábàtà Mọ́níyà lásìkò àjọ̀dún ọdún méjì àti Ember promo yìí ẹ wá kọ́fà tó lé ńlẹ̀ ọgọ́rùn-ún blọ́ọ̀kù ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ pẹ́ fún gbogbo ńbàrà tó bá ṣe tá àti kọ́lé. ẹ̀bùn ọdún ti kúnlẹ̀ falafala ráìsì ẹran òróró àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. èrò bá mi ká lọ sí Zenith Real Estate and Properties Limited beside Aremu Block Industry opposite IITA Mọ́níyà Ìbàdàn tàbí second floor Osana House adjacent Mao filling station Ọlọ́run ṣògo road Abẹ́òkúta 0901-697-4421 tàbí 081-3871-4860 Zenith Real Estate and Properties Limited àsọdún ayọ̀.
ọlọ́run wòlíì sàmúdú àlọ́ àdámímọ́gò máa rìnrìn agbára bóyá ká lọ gbàre wá.
ìsọjí ọjọ́ mẹ́sàn-án pẹ̀lú dedication àdámímọ́gò Jesus City ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ àdámímọ́gò Global Convention ọjọ́ ayọ̀ ti 2022 àkòrí tí ọlọ́run fún wòlíì rẹ̀ Prọfẹ̀sà Olúwaná àdámímọ́gò ìtúsílẹ̀ pátápátá látọjọ́ Friday 25th November di Sunday 4 December ní o. iṣẹ́ agbára ọlọ́kọ̀ ìjọ̀kan máa ṣe pẹ̀lú ìpè Ọlọ́run lórí àwọn ìránṣẹ́ àwọn olórí ẹ̀mí bíi sí aláwìyé àlùkò Bùkọ́lá akí adéṣẹ́wọlé Jésù Esther ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé ìlàjà kétódì ọlọ́run sábẹ́ adéyínká aláṣeyọrí pásítọ̀ S. Ọládélé CAC president worldwide Prọfẹ̀sà Olúwaná àdámímọ́gò wọ́n máa súre fún gbogbo èèyàn àǹfààní one-on-one counseling tó máa wá o ní Jesus City ti àdámímọ́gò tó wà ní ìbẹ̀jù lẹ́kì ẹ̀pẹ́ expressway ìlàmìjà village beside Alaro City Lega ẹ̀rí ọjọ́ ayọ̀ àjọ máa sọ ni.
Omo, this year Basira still bad today oh. Hey.
Confirm. Biliki, abeg bring me 7-Up wazo bottle there. See, wetin you go drink?
Oh shey, J Baba. Hey, e be like say you don hammer this time oh. Abi you wan buy my own joy?
No dey whine me. You never sabi. Ground don level pa.
How you mean na?
See you fit enjoy your cold refreshing bottle of 7-Up, Mirinda or Pepsi 35cl for just 15 naira.
Why you no yarn me this one since na? Abeg Biliki, add one chilled Pepsi for there. Enjoy chilled refreshment with the Wazo bottles. 7-Up, Mirinda, and Pepsi 35cl glass at 50 naira only. Ground on level with the Wazo bottles. All now Wazo.
International trade. It's not a one-man business. Take trading with and in China. One man loads a ship with containers, another man clears them. One man offloads the goods, while another brings them down to the market. Business is all about finding the right partners. Visit www.stanbicibtcbank.com/Nigeria Bank/business for all the support you can get for your trade businesses. Go for growth with Stanbic IBTC. Stanbic IBTC. It can be.
Beat Sakpa with Jumia Black Friday. From November 4th to the 30th, you can get access to all those products you've had your eyes on all year at prices that will leave some change in your pocket. You also don't have to pay for delivery fees on thousands of products when you order above 1,999 naira. T's and C's apply.
Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Jingle bell, mosquito wale. I was time to venture.
Daddy, báyẹn kọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí nǹkan yín bá ṣe ń kọ́.
Ẹ kú ojú lọ́nà.
Ẹ̀yin tèmi àtúntì gbèdé o lójú ẹsẹ̀ tó ń gbóná fẹ́ni ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy.
Ayẹyẹ tó yílé ayé yẹn padà látọwọ́ Glow ni.
Gbàgede tó kún fún àwọn ẹ̀bùn jàǹkànjàǹkàn fún jíjẹ.
Ilé ogún tuntun.
Ọkọ̀ mẹ́rìnlélógún tuntun.
Ẹ̀rọ ọgọ́rùn-ún kan tó ń pèsè iná.
Ẹ̀rọ ìrọṣọ ọgọ́rùn-ún méjì. Ẹ̀rọ afátẹ́gùn tó ń gbaná sára ẹgbẹ̀rún kan.
Àtàwọn ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ẹgbẹ̀rún ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
Ṣé àti tẹ *611# láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kó o sì jẹ nínú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy. Ra dátà tí ó tó ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ọgọ́rùn-ún náírà lásìkò ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí. Ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ̀bú ilé tó o bá dẹ̀ ra ìwé ìpè tàbí dátà láti ọgọ́rùn-ún sí ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá náírà lóṣooṣù lọ́sẹ̀ẹsẹ̀ àbí lójoojúmọ́. Wàá ní àǹfààní àti jẹ ẹ̀bùn ọkọ̀ tuntun ayékálẹ̀ kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
Má kàn rẹpẹtẹ kó lọ́nà gẹ̀rẹ̀.
Tẹ *611# ní báyìí láti darapọ̀ kó o dẹ̀ máa jẹ lọ. Ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí ń bẹ láti oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2022 títí di oṣù kìíní ọdún 2023. Àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ó ń bẹ o.
Glow Unlimited. 32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. 32 FM 949 Ibadan. We open the phone lines right now. We take some comments off Facebook.
All right, the lines are open. Hello, good morning. Let's keep our comments short and straight to the point. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, I'd like to call you from Shokaido, Ibadan.
Let's have your headline.
So I'm calling from Ogunade right now.
Oh, good.
You see, on the issue of Afenifere, I think the question is, in what interest or in context should Afenifere stand for Yoruba interest? Well, I think it should be in the interest of ideology, principles, an issue that will enhance Yoruba and Southerners' interest. Because it should not be necessarily be in the interest of an individual. See, it's a pity we're embarking on the same kind of original choice of 2015 and 2018.
Right, thank you. Your point is made. 0809 7,949. There is the black economy in every country, and it is usually what makes the different economies grow. Not every money can pass through the banking sector in every economy. Olutayo, we got your message on Obamiro. Hello.
Good morning, Tayo.
Hello.
This is okay.
Good morning, okay.
Good morning. Please, Tayo, on the issue of the salary of teachers, what they were actually asking is half salary. That is what I got. And I know a lot of other people got that. Now, like Tayo said, the question too, we jokingly asked to Shade the Wino. We are not asking that question. Does it not tell you that there is something that is brewing? They are actually daring the lecturers, and I don't think this is actually right. And on Monday issue of APC, we should very reckless actions that people end up dying. Yes, I probably in particular, but you see, Lamboroki will always say, unborn known men. They are the ones actually doing these terrible things. doing this might end up exposing a lot of people to that, because when they there, it's not really these people that are super, they not good money.
Right, thank you. The line wasn't clear though, but we're able to get your point. Good morning. It is good to know that this current APC-led federal government are also feeling the heat of their inability to revive our economy as they plan to have supplementary budget as a result of high inflation ravaging the country. Hello, good morning. That's Tolu Lokwadiyemi. Good morning.
Tayo, you are not still doing something about banking system. How did this news come out of the banking hall to the outside world? If you go to any bank now, you want to work with it, you will not get it. It's from 2003, 2007. You speak volume of we Nigerians. The government, they are doing their own. We are doing our own. I want to advise people. People are going around now. I have 50 million. I want to deposit in your account. I will give you 20%. People should be very, very careful. It's not a move to prison. People should be very careful. People should be very, very careful. Have a nice time. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you. I mean, fantastic counsel from him there.
Yes, people must also know that too. Illicit account will continue to fly at this time, just to be able to get the money back into circulation. Somebody talks about the black economy. Of course, I agree partially, but there's no way a black economy would take like 80%. Over 3 trillion, 3.2 trillion naira in circulation. 80% of that, 2.6 trillion. In the end, not in the banking sector. And you call that a black economy that is normal?
Now, let's be frank with ourselves. The half salary payment of to ASU is very bad and wicked. I'm highly disappointed in this administration. That's Mobasharon Abiola there. Okay, it's actually half salary.
Yes, like I said, let the government also come out to state their own position, and we'll now look at and now look at whether they want to clear that of October before they go back to areas.
Okay. Hello. 009 7000 949 0809 7000 949. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Shola from you.
All right, go on, Shola.
Thank you. The analyst continue saying too much money taking feel good. Is it that too much money that caused the increase in price of life, or the policy of this government, the emergency tariff, the everything? Thank you.
Did you get his point?
I didn't quite get that.
Okay. Good morning, 32 FM crew. Congratulations to General Zubike representing us in the U.S. Female.
Yes, that general. Is a very good one. Female general, but decorated as a brigadier general. That's a very big one. A communication strategist in the U.S. Army. She has served for over 30 years now. So at least that is a kind of good news.
It's not all bad.
Yes,
good morning.
It's not all bad.
You see, presenting of budget to state assembly is not the issue. But to use it wisely is the problem. And the only way for the people of Oyo State to enjoy the dividends of democracy is through local government autonomy, administrative autonomy. That is the truth of the matter. That's why we are pleading with the Mr. Governor to please do the needful.
Thank you, Ambassador.
All right. Maybe tomorrow or sometimes next week anyway, we'll talk about the budget. We'll talk about some.
Look at it properly.
So Buhari liberated more Nigerians from poverty despite challenges. That's a statement from the federal government. It's from the pages of a Daily Post newspaper. So somebody asked, "Shall you the wine me?"
It looks more like hallucinating statements. How can you say Buhari liberated more people? Let's come up with facts and figures.
We need to go. Austin Udumo. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nigeria. So many whining. No logon. Whining. All right.
My name is Dele. Thank you for your time.
And I am Olutayo Ogunade. Good morning.
Sure you dey whine me. Men I come and lay labari. Sure you dey whine me. Lone I come and lay labari. Because I get on nobody do that many say. Lone I member.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the guest analyst and do not